Hey YouTube, this is Wrestling Amusement Park Fan 62. Now I want to go to the wrestling side of this channel since I've been doing a lot of amusement stuff recently. So, if you did not hear the news, this past week on Wednesday, I think it was, or Thursday, um, there was news of WWE going TV 14 starting supposedly tomorrow night, July 18th on Raw. Well, later on, it was announced that it's not quite happening yet, but it is supposed to happen. Now, I want to talk about that as a whole for a minute. Will it happen? What could change? And stuff like that. So, first, will it happen? Well, if people like Andrew Zarian on Twitter, who follows a lot of stuff like that, as well as every wrestling news out there saying it probably will happen. Now, what could change in it? Now, this is where you're going to get this fine line because, unfortunately, compared to companies like AEW or Impact Wrestling, WWE can't go all bloody and stuff like that because they have to deal with sponsors, which I will get to that part in a second. But they have to answer to them, which leads me into this. How are sponsors like Mattel and others going to feel about them being like that? Because the reason why WWE has sponsors like Mattel and all these other different companies out there is because they cater to kids. Um, and I don't know if they're going to want their name out there with something like somebody hitting each other with like a frying pan or something like that. Now, here is the thing that's still unknown about this. Um, is it just going to be Raw, or is SmackDown going to be included in that, and NXT? Now, honestly, out of the three brands, um, honestly, I see it being more of like a Raw and NXT thing because if you look at NBC's programming as a whole, they don't really censor to a point a lot of that sort of thing. Like the show Chucky, from, the TV series from last Halloween. You know, there was a lot of curse words in there, plus some gory scenes here and there. Now, you may see, especially the women in this case, more skin, so to speak. But I don't know how far they're going to push that as a whole to keep the sponsors happy as well. Now, I do highly suggest if you have. Now, I don't know about um, Androids on this, but if you have an Apple phone, download the Wrestle Talk podcast, and they did a episode on this if what they think could happen. And it was really neat to listen to because they were talking about what could possibly happen if anything could change. But don't get too excited about this because I don't see too much changing, but some things will change.